Happy Sunday, family. I had such a wonderful time at church today. The worship was just like glorious, like really. The word was just, it was good. It was enriching. Um, it was just so good. The people were just so kind, so welcoming. Just been a great day. But as I was in service, um, there's one thing that caught my attention, and it was deeply troubling. I was looking around, and there were so many children. And I'm not talking about like babies, I'm talking about kids walking around like that age, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe. So many kids were on their devices in church. Like, one kid had these headphones on, and they had ears, and the whole thing like just kept flashing with colors, like it was going in a little pattern. And you know how the light is like low, so it was very distracting. And so the kid had on a whole set up here, all that going on. And then they had a device with the game, flashing lights too. And then I look over here, and there's another kid with headphones on and playing a game. And then I was just like, I was taken back, and I was just asking myself, when did we when do we start allowing kids to be so calloused in church, Like, when do we start allowing them to be, to trivialize godly things, things that are meant to be sacred, things that are meant to be holy? Just act like, we are in service here. We are here to worship. We have carved out, this part of the day to say thank you to the Lord, to come and fellowship with our brothers and sisters in Christ. And it's not about a feeling, it is about like, this is sacrifice. This is a moment that's just for God, And why do we feel like our children can't comprehend, they can't hear, they can't understand the word? Why do we think that they cannot receive and enjoy the worship? I don't understand that. The word is alive. The same way it can transform your life, it can transform little Timmy and little Kim. It can transform their lives as well. And it's almost like we say, hey, you just be busy. Let me just give you something to do. Let me just entertain you while I get more of God over here. Let me just give you something to hold your attention while I try to, get what I need from the presence of the Lord. Like, you don't need the Lord, but I do, and that's what we're teaching our kids. And it is so sad, because we have children's church, and that's a blessing. That's awesome too. But that sign when you come in church, and it says, no water, or no food, no drinks, no chewing gum. They need to have on that same sign, no devices in church. They don't even allow, like, my son's school, you can't even wear a smartwatch at school. You can't even take those devices in class. The world even has higher standards than the church now, and I don't understand that. My son is not playing anything in church. He's not. Like, even sometimes I even make him stand up during the worship. And I know some of you will be like, oh, that's not right, you're forcing him, it's not real. But it's not. Obedience isn't a feeling, it's not an emotion. It's about teaching my son. It's about, you have to teach them to honor. Like, this is about honoring the moment. This is a moment. This is worship time here. We're going to honor this moment. We are going to say, God, I am grateful for all that you have done. Even if I don't feel anything, even if I don't see anything, I am here. I am here, and I'm here for you, period. And that is what our kids should be learning. They should be learning to come in the house of the Lord, to sit and enjoy the worship, enjoy the word. And if they don't understand it, they should be able to come and ask you, hey, the pastor is saying yada, yada, yada. What was he talking about? And you should be able to explain that. That is how we teach our kids stillness, how to receive, how to treat things sacred that should be sacred in the house of the Lord. Times of worship, when the word is being preached, that is sacred. That's a sacred moment. And we are just allowing them to be just so callous. Like, it's almost like we give them options now. You know, if you want to participate in church, that's up to you. But if you don't, you know, here you go. Just put those headphones on and play whatever game you want to. And when church is over, I'll tap your shoulder and let you know. You know, that is so crazy to me. I just don't understand that. But anyway, yeah, that really bothered me. And if you are not a believer, I'm not talking to you. But if you are a believer, and you are taking your kids to church and you are letting them wear headphones and play their devices during church, the praise team is up there sweating, they pray, they're fasted, and you don't believe your kid can get anything out of the worship, shame on us. Let's do better. Talk soon.